We are doing systems of equations today, and our lesson is on elimination. In day 1 of elimination method, we had a zero pair given to us. So when I added the equations, something canceled. And then I only had to solve for one variable right away. So I added the two equations, some number, the x's or the y's, canceled out the zero pair, and then I solved for the variable. Today I am not going to be given a zero pair, so what I need to do is I need to create a zero pair. Create a zero pair, and I already wrote it on the board, but I'm going to multiply, create a zero pair by multiplying one equation by a number. And you're like, what number? Well, it's going to be different every time. Because if you'll recall, what I want is I want opposite signs and I want the same number. The same number, opposite signs. Okay, so right here, let's start with A. If I want to cancel out the x's or the y's, let's talk about what I would do. So right now, nothing is the opposite sign. The x's are both positive, the y's are both positive. It doesn't look like I can cancel anything right away. But if I make, what if I made the x's the same number? I could make the x's a 2 and a negative 2. Everyone watching. I could make the x's, this could stay a 2, and I could make this top equation have a negative 2x. I would just multiply by negative 2. Or I could make the y's. What number could I make the y's so that they're the same number? What would I have to multiply by? What number would 3 and 2 both? What can 3 and 2 both become to make them a 6? But I have to do a 6 and a negative 6. So that means that I'm multiplying. This 3 would have to be multiplied by a 2, or this 2 would have to be multiplied by a 3. So when you look at these problems, you think in your head, what should I start with? Should I make the x's the same, or should I make the y's the same? On part A, it is easier if I make the x's the same. Make the x's the same. All right, so here's a rule in algebra that's probably new to you. I can multiply the whole equation by any number I want. Any number I want. So if I'm going to make both of these x's a 2, remember I really want a positive 2 and a negative 2 so that they cancel. My x at the bottom is already a positive 2x. How can I make this top equation have a negative 2x? What would I have to do to this x, 1x, to make it a negative 2x? Yeah? Multiply it by negative 2. So what's happening is you're going to multiply the top equation by negative 2. And this is just for this example. Next time, we might be multiplying by 5 or 4. I don't know. So here's how this looks. You're only going to multiply the top equation by negative 2. Can you please talk at your table? Why did I choose to multiply by negative 2? Tell the people at your table, why am I multiplying by negative 2? Talk, go. Okay, someone share table 3. What did you guys share with me what you said? Why did I choose negative 2? Of all the numbers in the whole world, why did I pick negative 2? Table 3, what'd you say? To cancel out the x's. This x is already a positive 2. The only way to cancel out is to make a zero pair. That means I have to multiply the top equation by something that's going to make a positive 2 cancel out. When I multiply everything in the equation. This is distributive property. So the top equation I did, let's distribute it. Negative 2x. And then negative 2 times 3y. Negative 6y. And then negative 2 times 7. Negative 14. Okay. The bottom equation doesn't change a bit. It's going to be the same. 2x plus 2y equals 6. Draw a big line and make a big plus sign. Okay. All right, add it. Negative 2x plus 2x. There's my zero pair. Gone. Negative 6y plus 2y. What's that? People, help me out here. Negative 6y plus 2y. Negative 6 plus 2. Thank you. Negative 4y. What's negative 14 plus 6? Negative 8. You're right. Good. I now can solve for y. Divide by negative 4. Y equals positive 2. I am halfway done with my solution. Okay. Now, plug 2 into an OG, an original equation. Which one do you want to pick? The ones I typed out. That's the one you plug it into, not the one I wrote. These original typed out. Doesn't the top one look easier, you guys? Okay. X plus 3y. X plus 3 times y. Y is 2. X plus 3y equals 7. X plus 6 equals 7. Solve for x. X equals 1. Okay. Good. We are done with number 1, or part A. Let's look at B. I want a zero pair. I want the same number and opposite signs to eliminate. So look at the x's on part B. I would have to make them both 6. That's kind of a lot of work. Look at the y's. Oh, they're the same number, but they're not opposite signs. So in this circumstance, I want to make one of those a positive 2, which means I multiply by negative 1. Multiply the top by negative 1. If I multiply by negative 1, then I will have, so negative 1. The whole equation gets multiplied. All right. My new equation, negative 1 times 3x, negative 3x. Negative 1 times negative 2y, positive 2y. That's good. Negative 1 times 10, negative 10. The bottom equation stays the same. I don't have to do anything to it. 2x minus 2y equals 2. and add them. I have a zero pair. Negative 3x plus 2x, negative x. 2y minus 2y, nothing. Negative 8 plus 2, oh, I'm sorry, I just said the answer. Negative 10 plus 2, negative 8. Divide by negative 1. X equals positive 8. All right. Go back to your original equation. Plug x equals 8 into one of your original equations. Which one do you guys want to pick? Top or bottom? What looks easier? Bottom? Okay. 2 times 8 minus 2y equals 2. 16 minus 2y equals 2. All right, and then you'll just like solve for y. Minus 16. Okay, divide by negative 2, yeah? Y equals 7. And that is my solution to that system. All right, look at C. Talk in your groups, look at C and decide, should I make both of the x's the same number, or should I make both of the y's the same number? Talk in your groups. What should I do? What's easiest? I want them to be the same number, but opposite signs. So what do you think? Should I make both of these the same number, or should I make both of these the same number? X's or y's? What? Well, I kind of agree with Darla. She said y's. What would be the reason that the y is easier? What? Why would we pick this y? Because they're different signs. So that's like one checkbox already done. Oh, I've already got the opposite signs. Now, what number should I make them both? I obviously can't make them both a 2. I could make them both a 6, couldn't I? So, I'm sorry, what? Oh, no, I can make them both a 12. So I have to change this 2. What number do I multiply 2 by to make it a 12? 6. There. Multiply the bottom equation bottom by 6. Okay. All right. Distribute. 6 times 27, that's no fun. Oh well. The top equation is going to stay exactly the same. Rewrite it as it is. 6x plus 12y equals negative 6. I am multiplying the bottom equation by 6 because I want the y's to cancel out. 6 times 3, 18x. 6 times negative 2, negative 12y. 27 times 6, who knows? Just do it on the side of your paper. And it's a 6 times negative 27. So I did on the side of my paper, I got 162. So it's going to be negative 162. Now my y's are opposite signs. This is great. Add the equations. Six plus 18, 24x. The y's will cancel. What's a negative 6 and negative 162 combined? What is it? Negative 168. Guess what? 24 does go into that. 7 times? Okay. X equals negative 7. I'm halfway done with my solution. Okay. If X is negative 7, plug negative 7 into an OG original equation. Let's do the top one. I don't really want to deal with 27 anymore. 6 times x, well, x is negative 7, plus 12y equals negative 6. Negative 42 plus 12y equals negative 6. Can you guys solve it on your own? Tell me what you get. Did you get, I got a 3. Did you get a 3? Y equals 3. Okay, part D. The x is the same or the y is the same? What do you think? Because this is the hardest part of elimination. Trying to figure out which ones do I make the same. So it's personal choice. You can make the 2 and 3, you can make them both a 6. Or the 4 and the 5, you can make them both a 20. Do you want to make the 2 and the 3 a 6 and a negative 6? Or the 4 and the 5 a 20 and a negative 20? The x's for sure. So now it's just a matter of you just multiply to get, I don't know, let's make the top one a negative 6. So the top I'm going to multiply by what to make it a negative 6? 2 times what is negative 6? Negative 3. The bottom, I have to make it into a positive 6. What do I multiply 3 by to make it a positive 6? 2. So multiply top by negative 3, multiply bottom by 2. And I'm just distributing. Okay. Here's my 2 new equations. Go ahead and do them out. Negative 6x, and then negative 3 times 4, minus 12y, negative 3 times negative 4, positive 12. Bottom, 2 times 3x, 6x. 2 times 5y, 10y. 2 times negative 3, negative 6. And then I add the 2 equations. So this was double the work. I had to multiply both equations by something. to make a zero pair. The 6x's cancel. What do I get for the y's? Negative 12 plus 10y gives me what? Negative 2y. Someone knew. What's 12 plus negative 6? I hear you whispering it way over there. Sure, 6. Okay. Divide by negative 2. My y value is negative 3. I'm halfway done with my solution. Okay. Plug negative 3 into one of your original. Plug negative 3 into one of my original. It doesn't really matter, guys, which one you plug it into. Top, I guess. 2x plus 4 times negative 3. 2x plus 4y equals negative 4. All right. 2x minus 12 equals negative 4. Solve. Should be something you don't need my help with. Isolate the x. And then you got 4. So, I want to do which equation? You have lots of worksheets. I'll have to do I want to do this one for homework. It's just the very next page. 4.3 BC. 4.3 BC. It says 4.3 BC review. Let me stop the video. And you are going to do 1 through 8.